The rock cycle. She must be watching one of the GED Connection science programs.
There's a lot more than rocks. I mean, you get to see scientists at work, go to a glassblower studio, even cook up a batch of pancakes.
That's science?
You'll see. There are programs about life science, earth and space science, chemistry, and physics. And sometimes it's a wild ride.
On a roller coaster, what we deal with are two basic types of energy called potential energy and kinetic energy. Potential energy is the type of energy of position, and on a roller coaster we're talking about gravitational potential energy because we're dealing with the height that a roller coaster might attain. With kinetic energy, what we're dealing with is the energy of velocity or speed, and so as an object gains speed, it gains what we call kinetic energy. And then as we get to the bottom of the first hill, we're projected upward again by the track into another hill. At that point, we're losing speed and gaining height. And so throughout this entire process, it's one series of conversions between potential energy and kinetic energy after we do the initial work to get the system to a spot of energy that we'd like.
If you watch the programs, read the workbooks, and go to the website, you'll learn a lot about the subjects on the GED. And you'll find out about the test itself. For each subject, there's a passing the test program with test tips and sample questions. There's also a program on the GED essay. The most important thing is to leave nothing blank on that test, because if you leave an answer blank, it's automatically wrong.
When in doubt, guess. If you guess, you may get the question right. If you leave it blank, you can't get credit for it. Never leave questions unanswered.
If you got two main themes that you can write about, stick with those main themes, and those would become your body paragraphs, and the paper would revolve all around that.
I sat there for about 5 minutes and trying to think of what I wanted to say, and I just went with it.
My intro was basically I took out of the frame of the topic where they, where you grew up and why you liked it. So I put down, I grew up in Tacoma. As a kid, I enjoyed school and having fun with friends.
With the GED science test, we're operating with a philosophy that less is better. So if when you were in high school you had to learn a lot of terms, a lot of vocabulary, a lot of definitions that you really didn't know what you were supposed to do with, forget it. The new GED science test does not go there.
You won't need to memorize these, but you need to make sure you know how and when to use them.
In the test, we're going to be able to get some cards, or we have to memorize the formula.
That formula page you'll have on the test. So you'll have all those formulas. So the key is realizing when you need to use that resource, the formula page, which I think is the important part.
It's just being logical, thinking of the answers. It isn't something that needs a lot of really technical kind of thinking, just good common sense thinking. The things that you do every day, apply it to the test, and you'll do well.
Find out what you really like in social studies. If you're a movie buff, watch some historical films, find a favorite one. If you're an internet junkie, go look at some websites that are interesting, the Library of Congress or archives from state historical societies.
It's up to you to decide how you want to use GED Connection. Maybe you'll decide to watch all the programs, or you just want to review your fractions. Studying at home might be the way to go. Maybe you'll decide to take a class at a local adult learning center. Either way, GED Connection can help.
Even if you're working on your own, remember, you're not alone. Call your local PBS station to find out how the Literacy Link program works in your area. You'll probably be able to take a practice test to see what topics you need to work on before you take the GED. And if you have a question, there's help available. You might be able to work by phone, online, or in person with a tutor.
It seems like those individuals that are successful with GED Connection would be those that are willing to just stay committed to the series. They want that GED and they want it bad.
Hey, Kim. How you doing?
Oh.
Okay. Every state's program may be a little different, so find out what's going on in your community. You can also call the PBS Literacy Link Help Desk.
At what number?
At 877-548-3722.
Oh, don't forget to tell them about the website.
Right, you can also visit the PBS Literacy Link website at www.pbs.org/literacy.
For more information about how to order workbooks, call KET Enterprise at 1-800-354-9067.
Then go for it.
Full speed ahead.
You know, they don't actually use those flags in drag racing.
Oh, really? I thought they did.
No, but they do
Isn't
use
that what
these.
Dorothy had? Oh my gosh, Pierre,
Yeah,
stop.
come on. You go.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. There goes Kim going down the track. Right here comes
Okay, I'm
Dorothy.
going. Come back. I'm serious. Hello. Here?
I saw myself with my GED. It's like a vision, just like as opposed to when I was out there homeless, I saw myself with a better life. So I saw it and I felt it was just something in me, and I was like, I got to have this. And even though I failed, I said, I can do this. I'm 16 points away. I say, this is doable. You come this far for it not to be doable, this is doable. So I just had to press in and just, you know, bite the bullet like I've always done. Pick yourself up, dust yourself off, and keep going.
This is PBS. Why can't we go down to City Hall tonight?
Because it's closed.
Tomorrow then?